Good day to everybody. I pray everybody's having a blessed day. I know I am. Just a little update because the people have been emailing me and texting, calling me, wanting to know where is Patrick or why aren't we on the road? Well, Patrick is actually on the road. In fact, he left his home 1 or 2 days ago, whatever it was, but he's got 3 or 4, maybe even 5 states, depending on which way he goes, to travel through to get to where I am. So he's not going to go 800 plus miles without gathering content along the way. So he's stopping here, stopping there, here and there, all the way across to get to Alabama. Once he gets here, then he and I and Selena will leave and do Alabama, which he'll be doing some Alabama on the way to me. But once he picks me up, then he and I and Selena will do Alabama, then Georgia, and Florida. And so we're talking about a minimum of 1 week. If funds are available, then we're going to go straight into 2 weeks because we plan on tearing it up and bringing you news of great significant importance. Good afternoon, good day, good night, wherever you happen to be in America, Canada, United Kingdom, Europe, wherever you are. Good day, mate. It's a bloody good show. I can't do accents worth a flip. But anyway, so 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on how funds go. But I guarantee Patrick has started gathering content 1 or 2 days ago in another state. Well, of course, he hit Oklahoma on the way out, various places he hadn't been. And then he's going to some other states. But he don't want his location disclosed so that he has the surprise of just showing up. If people knew what states he was hitting, then of course the fusion centers would start lighting up and they would start sending information from place to place saying, be on the lookout for this guy, have your ducks in a row, do all this stuff. Well, that defeats the purpose of uh, a surprise inspection, if you will. A constitutional audit or a constitutional compliance check. You could call it anything you want to, but it is getting the government servants, the people servants, getting them in a surprise inspection to see how do they naturally react when they have no predisposed news releases, no predisposed associations with each other to come up with, hey y'all, uh, whatever it is. In other words, you get people in their el natural. So if they're good people, if they're nice people, if they're friendly people, then that'll show. So let's just say you got some cops, you got clerks, you got judges, sanitation, it doesn't matter who it is, government employees. When you come up to them and they're unprepared, then you get them el natural. So if you got a good cop, it'll show. If it's a bad cop, it'll show. If it's an educated cop, it'll show. If it's an uneducated cop, it'll show. Same thing for clerks. There's a lot of different clerks. They got file clerks, data clerks, different types of clerks in cities, counties, and states, and as well as all the multi-jurisdictional people, FBI buildings, fusion centers, whoever we happen to be dealing with. In fact, if you go to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement website, they advertise their fusion center. And I was told, but I haven't checked it out, that Missouri advertises their fusion center. Now, fusion center in its basic concept is kind of like the CIA, and they got different missions, but it's the same similar principle. They gather intelligence. Now, if they're gathering intelligence to say, okay, there's some radical group that is going to try and harm the police or the government or what have you, like Al Qaeda or other groups, okay, that's great. That's great. So they got a lot of the knowledge, a lot of the skills, hello, and a lot of the other things from the CIA, you know. So supposedly the civilian side, not the military side, hello, where the uh, intelligence is within the continental, yo, is in the continental United States. Hey, uh, sorry to interrupt, but when people come on here and I can read these, I'm trying to read it and react to them too as best as I can. So they use the same principles. Um, so hypothetically, let's say I'm a cop on patrol and say I see some things as strange and unusual. Well, I do a activity report, and whoever my guy is at my department that's a part of the fusion center, it goes to that guy. I mean, it goes would go like to my sergeant. Say I'm a road patrolman. It go to my sergeant, lieutenant, captain, whatever. They'd check off. They'd make any notes. If they had any questions, they would usually highlight it in a red marker, yellow marker, send it back to me for clarification. I'd do a supplemental sheet. It goes to the guy that's with me, okay, with my agency, okay. He takes all of ours, so it's not just me. Everybody in the department does these, and so there may be one, there may be none, there may be 50 reports, and he takes it to the fusion center. He gives it to a data clerk. The data clerk puts all this into all the fields. Then they put it through a scanner and it scans it, and then they can cross reference it. So, uh, are you also going? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. You may have to rewind to get the whole thing. I don't want to bore people to death here. But Patrick left 1 or 2 days ago from home base, and he's going through 3, 4, or 5 states, depending on which way he goes to get here. So, at any rate, hey, so he's gathering content along the way. He can't go 800 miles. You know, Patrick, he can't go 800 miles without making 20 or 30 stops. You know, he's going to try and hit multiple states, multiple jurisdictions to be gathering content, and he'll be gathering it in Alabama on the way to me. He said, "Don't give out my itinerary because it blows the surprise, you know, of getting them El Natural. So they don't know I'm coming. I just show up and I'm there. They don't know I'm there. So he's already hit several places. He just hasn't uploaded them. So he'll be 50 miles, 100 miles, or more down the road when whenever he does another one. So they won't know which way he came from, which way he's going. So it's still boom. Now, here's the deal. Once him and Selena get to Alabama and work their way to me, then we, the three of us, will continue going throughout Alabama. Then we'll go to Georgia and Florida, or we'll go here and then Florida, then Georgia. So it ain't no specifics because I'm close to Georgia and Alabama both. So we could hit one, jump across the line, hit the other, jump back across the line, or whatever. I don't know. Patrick's the driver. I'm a rider. But the few people that have donated to this trip was supposed to take place like 3 weeks ago or something, but I had fell down and had messed up my hip, and so I was in a little rehab, physical training stuff, and also trying to lose some more weight. Thanks. Thanks a lot. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you give to my PayPal or Patrick, it's going to pay the way either way. Uh, the money that people send to me, you know, I'm going to use it to buy either some food or necessities. In fact, I plan on, I've got a GoPro camera and body rig. And it's my intention that sometime during this audit that, whoever makes the largest donation to me, they're going to contact me by email and I verify that they're the largest donor. If that's $20, so be it. If it's 200, so be it. Whoever does the most or the highest donation during the trip to me, okay, and I'll let Patrick and Selena go through the donations as well to make sure I don't make a mistake. This is the highest donor. Then I'm going to donate to them as a thank you for helping. I'm going to donate my GoPro camera. I used it one time and it actually hit something and it got a tiny scratch on it. So I'm being upfront. I used it one time, and so it's been all this time, and because it doesn't do exactly what I need to, yeah, they are. Yep. We got we got a gang and a cult, a family gang and a family cult chasing behind us, trying to defame us and shut us down. That's their whole goal, is to shut us down. They think if they lie on us, lie on us, lie on us, lie on us, and so forth, and they'll bury us, and then we're of no use and we're of no good. And then the government wins, and the auditors, the press corps of us auditors, we lose. But we're not like that. Not like that at all. So we're going to keep doing what we do. And, some people don't believe in the Bible, and that's their business. I'm not trying to push it on nobody. I'm who I am, okay? So if you're a Buddhist, okay, if you're an atheist, okay, whatever you are, that's who you are, and that's okay with me. And you can share your religion or non-religion. I share mine. You know, I'm a guy of equality, okay? Doesn't matter what color your skin is, your national origin, whatever you do is your business. If you don't come over and try and step on my toes, praise the Lord. And I won't step on yours. We're just going to keep it straight. We're going to keep it honest. We're going to do it right. So, uh, just like, Patrick's got his style, I got mine. When I go in, there's the salute. So, whenever, uh, there goes the postman. Uh, anyway, I guess I'm just saying, I am who I am. I go in, I just do what I do, and I don't poke the bear, pardon the pun, and I don't twist and yank and try and provoke or nothing like that. I try and go in, see what's going on, try and film them in a natural state, whatever's going on with them, and if they want to engage in dialogue, then I'm ready to engage in dialogue. If I see something and I've got a question, I'll ask. If they ask me if they can help me, I may ask them their name, their badge number, or their name and position if it's a clerk or some other person. Uh, how long you been here? Do you like it here? How often do you go back through the Constitution and refresh your memory? If you have a policy or procedure that violates the Constitution, are you going to uphold your oath in the Constitution, or are you going to enforce policy? Because that's a gigantic difference. So that's the way I like to do it. Now I don't have nothing to say about people that have a different style. Okay, each person is as unique as a fingerprint. So let that person be who they are. But sometime later this week or this weekend, I don't know, then Patrick will be on scene and we'll load up and take off. So, like I say, we'll hit Florida, and thank you. And Georgia and Alabama. So naturally we'll be in Alabama, so we don't want to miss content going through Alabama, you know. And then we may go into Florida first, then Georgia. We may go to Georgia first, then Florida. I know what the itinerary is, but I ain't going to put it out so that nobody's sitting there, looking. We could go north, south, east, or west of here, on the way out and circle around. So it wants to be a surprise, a real surprise. And we're going to go places that maybe people still remember me. You know, say the people that was there then are my age or older. So say most of the people I know are 60th, 60-ish, up to they're already passed away. Just like the old chief in Midway, he passed away here some time back. My old partner that, you know, in fact, I tried to look him up because we had talked, but it had been a little bit, so we would hit and miss, because I said that guy can tell you all about me, and that was one of my main things I was going to do was do an interview with him and say, hey, the people have a lot of misconceptions about me. Uh, could you tell them what you know about me? You've known me since 1992, and you've known my police career from then to now. Can you at least expand on that? And just tell the people what you think about me. What did I do? Yada, yada, yada. Well, when I looked him up and I got a hold of some people, they said he had passed on. He had diabetes, and I don't know if that's what got him or something else. But he was a real good guy. He's retired out of the Navy, but he had passed on, so that was somebody. Uh, the chief, he had dementia and he just went downhill. And I think he was in a nursing home for the last bunch of years. Anyway, there's still people out there that know me, and we're going to try and see if we can find them and see if they'll talk. Now if they're retired, they probably would talk. Uh, yes. So um, if there is people that's still on the job, they might or might not talk. They might say, yeah, I know you, and yeah, we work together, and you're just okay guy, and that might be the most you get out of them. Or they might see me and go the other way because they're like, hey, we know what you do, and we don't know what questions you might ask or what you might say, and it might make us look bad. The government's really weird. I could lose my job and I could be close to retirement, or I could be in the drop program, helping my retirement out and helping my family, and they're afraid of losing their jobs. I understand that. If they're retired or they're working part time, and if they got fired, it wouldn't be that big a deal in their life. They might tell, but on the other hand, some of them, depends on who it is, they don't care. They just don't care. In other words, they've been there so long and they passed 20 or 30 years of work, they don't care. They'll just tell it how it is. So it depends on who we find and if we can find somebody, because we kind of, uh, yes, Selena's great. I talked to her yesterday. Uh, she was chipper and doing very, very well. Uh, she was joking about people talking about Patrick whooping up on her. She said, "But if that boy even looked at me cross, I'd tie him in a knot." And she could do it. She's a strong girl. Hey, if you get a chance, shake hands with her. She's not Jethro Bodine from the Beverly Hillbillies, but that girl's got some strength, let me tell you. People asking about Josh. Okay, here's the deal. Hey, gray dude. Gray dude. All right. Let me tell you this. Uh, Josh, Nomad. I sent him money for sleeping bags, and the report is that he misappropriated my donations for sleeping bags for people that was going to die if they didn't get them, and used it for drugs. That's the report. I'm not a firsthand eyewitness to that. So that would be hearsay. Let's get that straight. That's hearsay. Uh, but, you know, Patrick said it was firsthand testimony to him and Selena, and he reported on what he received as firsthand. Of course, when he said it, then it becomes secondhand. Okay? So, but I believe it. But look, I got to be honest. I love Nomad as a brother. I love Nomad as a man, as a member of society. But be honest, okay? He's had a lot of things going on in his life. He's told me a whole bunch of it, but that was in private, and that was to me as a minister. So I can't go into any of that. Okay. Uh, well, we'll be all over Florida, so maybe not. I don't know. But the point is, he's got a disease by his own admission. He's got a disease. And so I'm not going to beat on, kick around a man with a disease. Okay? It's a disease of the mind. And then your body gets, you'd have to go through withdrawals, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know? So, and we tried to help him. We tried to help him really. Yeah, she'll be on the trip. Absolutely. She's with Patrick now gathering content on the way here. But the point is, I have ministered to him, I have tried to help him, and I promise you this, if the man got serious and wanted to really rehabilitate, I'm still there for him. Okay? I'd help him get some food, lodging. I wouldn't give him the money. I would pay somebody else for it so he wouldn't be tempted. But I would help him. I bet you $1 to a donut, get it, a cop, $1 to a donut. I would bet you that Patrick, to this day, even though he used him for, a lot of money and to help build his channel and so forth, Patrick actually has a bigger heart than a lot of people realize. And I believe Patrick and Selena would forgive him. He took them raunchy photos of her without her knowledge or consent in the privacy of a motel room. They had to stay in motel rooms, across the country videoing. Okay. And Selena, boy, she upset. I mean, smoking hot. You could fry an egg on her face. But she's still a kind hearted person, and I believe with all my heart. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't. Uh, but I've had 24 people tell me about it. So, uh, but what do I think about Eric for all the. Let's see. What do you think about Eric calling for all the cops to be killed? I haven't heard that. If that's true, that's bad. It's wrong, and it's inciting people to violence, and it's wrong. I'm for peace, love, and joy. Okay? No, the photos really exist. Uh, Patrick's seen them, Selena's seen them, News Now Houston's seen them, and some other people have seen them. They've described them to me, so I know that's for a fact. Um, I don't think you're going to get a whole herd of people lying about something that, you know. Anyway, the point is, I believe they would forgive him. I believe they would try and help him still to this day. But he he has to make a turn for the good. He has to make a turn for the good. Uh, you don't think Earl would lie to you? No. I don't call him Earl. His enemies call him Earl. His friends call him David. David has told me everything up front. So David did engage in reverse propaganda dealing with the police. Okay? He thought about it, thought about it, thought about it, talked to me, talked to others, so he engaged in some reverse propaganda. So it actually incited some change and incited some people on the inside that they thought they was going to get caught up in the spider's web, so they come up with some information because they wanted their get out of jail free card. So there's several people, not just him, but if it was just him, I'd still accept it. But there's several people, including the victim, that's seen it. But it is what it is. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the deal to it. And like I say, uh, my GoPro and my harness and been used one time, and it's been put up and well maintained. It has one little scratch on it because I somehow or another I did it across something and it moved, and whenever it moved, it get a little scratch on it. I mean, it's a cosmetic thing. You could probably buff it out, but anyway, I decided for what I needed and what it gave, it wasn't a fit for me because I need something that'll go for 2 or 3 hours at least. And basically speaking, uh, it doesn't affect the camera. So you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna try and give back something to some of the people that's donating. Okay, in other words, whoever does, not now. I mean, you could start now, but whenever I say that the audit tour is over, I'll make an announcement the audit tour is over. Once I do that, whoever gave the highest donation, be it $1 or $100 or whatever, whoever gave the highest, I'm going to get you to email me where you want me to mail it, and I'm going to mail it to you as a thank you for your donation. Okay? I'm also getting some of my, I'm getting a new logo for my channel. And I should be able to put them on a t shirt. But whoever gives the second and third highest donation, they'll have to give me. I got like 2 or 3 colors and sizes of a t-shirt or a polo shirt, and I'm gonna put the logo on it, and I'm gonna mail that to them. So the top 3 donators will get something. Number one, the GoPro camera with the harness that goes around your body. The second place and third place will get the t-shirts with the logo. My logos are supposed to be ready this Thursday or Friday. So, you know, anyway, it's coming up. They're headed this way, gathering content along the way. So, Patrick's been calling me 2 or 3 times a day, telling me where he is. So, if something goes wrong, I know where he's at if he's not live. That way, if something goes down, I know how to tell everybody where he's at and what's happening. So that's the update. Thank you. God bless you. Have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great life. Be blessed. Uh, said, who's your mods? Well, I probably got 10 or 15, but some of them, work in the daytime. And I think they're all in the United States, so they're all on their jobs, probably, because it's the middle of the afternoon. So, uh, some of them is the harness custom made. No, it's just one like you get at the Best Buy. It just goes around your your shoulders and a snap in the back or the front. I can't remember. Uh, it. Well, put it this way. I'm a giant. It fit me. So you'd have to be bigger than me for it not to fit. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, and if you know, so I would think, if you're a midget or a giant or anywhere in between, it should fit you. But I'm still gonna be legal in my little disclaimer here. It fits most. Okay, if 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 you had some problem with the harness, I'd see about helping you out with it. I'm just that kind of guy. Look, hey, looking forward to seeing y'all too. Oh shoot, this is great. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. God bless y'all. Peace to all men on earth. Hallelujah. Be who you are. Buddhist, atheist, non religion, agnostic, uh, Catholic, Baptist, non denominational. Be who you are, and I salute you for whoever you are, wherever you are. Okay? If you like my ministry, I'd be happy to share it with you. If you don't, and you're just here for audits, well, I do that too. So you pick and choose. I report and you decide. I'm a little bit CNN News. I'm a little bit Fox. I'm a little bit ABC, NBC, CBS. I'm just a whole mixture of things. And matter of fact, people ask me, what news channel do you watch? I watch CNN. I watch Fox, MSNBC, CNBC. I watch a lot of things, alternative media on YouTube. You know, I I listen to Infowars. I listen to Coast to Coast AM. I try and gather up all the news sources I can, and then figure out what's what. So in other words, I even look to the BBC because they report a lot of things on America that America doesn't report. And BBC is probably more accurate reading into America than America is into itself. I listen to Patriot Radio. Yes, I also listen to them. Uh, I, I try and get the whole ball of wax, and then I try and sift through and see what's real and what's not. Because if you listen to one side, that's all you get. If you listen to all the different things, then eventually you kind of get to the truth. Or you get so close you can do additional external research and get there. But look, I don't want this video to last forever and people tell me, oh, he rambled for an hour. Some people beg for an hour. They want to watch me during their entire lunch hour or for breakfast or supper. They want to sit down, and instead of watching Gomer Pyle or Andy Griffith or something, they want to watch me. Uh, some people don't. That's the luxury of being in America. You can turn it on, you can turn it off, you can change the channel. You can just turn off my volume and watch me and say, boy, he makes funny expressions. Or you say, I don't want to look at him. He's a giant, but he's got good information. Then, then just turn on the audio and turn my picture off. It's simple. It's simple. But I love all of y'all. Yes, they would be very much appreciated. Now, in disclosure, in disclosure, Patrick is paying for the motels. Patrick's providing the automobile and the gas. Okay, hey, so that's that. Now I got to pay for my food, and I know. Oh, here comes the jokes. He's gonna want 2 dozen donuts for breakfast. Bull. I eat a normal breakfast like most people. Maybe a couple eggs, some bacon or sausage, and a biscuit or grits. That's breakfast, or a bowl of cereal. You know, Lunch could be everywhere from some lasagna and a salad to a sandwich, a bowl of soup, you know. But when you're on the road, no matter where you go, you can't eat for cheap. Go ask a truck driver that they eat out half to 100% of their meals. Some of them's got refrigerators on board, and just like I did when I was driving, and prepare some foods that are healthier and sure enough less expensive. Yeah, fruit's good. I ate apples, uh, ate oranges, bananas, peaches, different things. Apples are the best because of the pectin in them that helps your body. So I ate more apples. And yes, I eat the skin as well as the inside. There's a lot of. Now I wash them. I actually have water in the sink, and it has like a cup of bleach for a full sink. And I let them sit in there and soak and rinse them really good. Then I put them over in another sink with high pH water, and I rinse them really, really, really good. And then I let them air dry. And so supposedly the physician told me that's the best way to do it. Uh, so I do really good. Yeah, Merv says lots of bad things about me. But see, he knows he's in trouble. He's in serious trouble, criminally and civilly. And so, based on the advice of my attorney, I can't get into all that. But it's coming. It's coming. In fact, it's almost there. I would say there's an excellent chance before I leave on the audit that the paperwork will be sent out to start the process, the due process of law. Due process of law could take weeks or months. I don't know. I can't twist and turn the district attorney or attorney general's office and speed them up. I don't have no magic wand and just go boop and then it's done. But it's coming. All right, so my PayPal is PayPal me / Damon Jones. And the hot dogs and Capri Suns. Yeah, we took hot dogs to the people that was starving to death, and they were grateful to get them. I guarantee you. The children love the Capri Suns, and it helped them to deal with their trauma. So if you want to make fun of little children and us trying to take a few things to children that were traumatized, shame on you. Shame on you. And if you want to make jokes about me and my family taking our time to drive down into almost a war zone and feed hungry people, have at it. I mean, who looks like the bad guy in that picture? You know. So, matter of fact, some of the pictures on Facebook of some of the people we was helping out down there. So, if you if you want to talk bad about feeding people that are hungry, some people that become homeless from the storm, people that are thirsty because FEMA wasn't there yet, then make fun of me. Make fun of the people we helped. Make fun of little children. If you're that way, uh, karma. People call it karma. What goes around comes around. I call it Jesus says what you plant, what you sow, is what you'll reap. You reap hatred, violence, meanness, dirtiness. You'll get it back. You'll get it back. So you ain't gonna provoke me into talking vulgar, nasty, and all that stuff. You know? Mexico Beach, Florida. I did talk to Patrick about it, and at this point I can say it's a possibility, but not a guarantee. In fact, I knew an officer that worked down there for bunches of years, and I knew the sheriff over there for a long, long time. Actually, I knew two of the sheriffs. Two, maybe three. I knew two for sure. I knew two of them. Uh, but anyway, we could go on for hours and hours and hours, but let's not. I'll let you get back to your rat killing. That's an old idiom in Texas, back to your rat killing. Because back in the 20s and 30s during the Depression, lots of people find rats and they'd whack them in the head and they'd cook them and eat them because that's all they had. So it become a terminology. Get back to your rat killing so you can have supper tonight. I know it don't sound good, but people had it like that. There's still people that have it like that. Hello, a salute to all you good patriots. God bless you, patriots. A salute to the patriots. Thanks to our military for keeping America safe. Thanks to the good peace officers that's out there that realize they are a peace officer and their job is to keep the peace and tranquility of the community. A salute to the good judges that actually hand down good decisions towards the people. A salute to all of y'all for trying. All right, this is Chief Jones, Damon Chief Jones, Brother Damon, signing off. No salute to Merb. This is my to Merb. Gobble gobble.